about
Right, it's not a photo.
pastries.
Oh, it's not.
It's video.
So, how did you meet Nanny?
When I was born. I met her when I was born.
Yeah? When you had little nappies and...
Yeah.
I met Mum when she gave birth to me.
So I met Mum, obviously, when I was born. She did the honour of birthing me, holding me in her womb for 9 months.
And as she says it, my big brown eyes, so... That's when I met her.
I met your mum when she first started working for the Sussex Private Clinic with me, doing chefing. She was about 14 or 16 years old.
We met at college on the level 2 counselling course, and then we did level 3 together, and then we did level 4 together. And then we just carried on doing all the training and supervision together.
We've known you 40 years. If you remember, we met you on holiday at Canvas Sands when Karen had just had Chantel, so we know that she's coming up for 40. Yeah.
I've always known her. Probably my first memory is when we were kids, and probably Christmas is about my first memory with her.
She was hosting a barbecue. She was on a mission, cooking and prepping as she usually is.
I first met Mandy when our kids started Barrington, and it was sort of meeting at the gate and everything, and we all just clicked, didn't we?
Me and Grandad have been married for 5 years and desperately wanted children. And we were lucky, on the 5th year, we had Mandy.
I met Mum, or as I first met her, she called herself Amanda, on a night out with the boys in London.
From the day we met, we became wild co-workers. She was absolutely crazy. Everybody used to say, "Oh, is Mandy working today? I'm not going in the kitchen." It was so funny. She was terrible, Mandy.
We've got lots of fun memories, some hysterical ones and some that we can't even repeat on here.
I was exhausted, so she was exhausted. I think we were, actually, I think the reason we worked really well was because we were 2 of the 12 that were working full time. So we were trying to manage full-time jobs, full-time life, and the course. So we were like, where do we find time? How do we get our placements? We were stressing out at the same time with the same things. That's how we bonded.
We went into this club that we've never been before, called Charlie's Bar. I looked across to the corner where the stairs led into the dance floor, and there was this lady coming down the stairs. At first glance, I thought, wow. And she looked across at me. We carried on dancing as the night went on. We seemed to get closer together, and I built up the courage as she was standing up the bar to go and stand next to us to say, "Hello, I'm Lee. Do you fancy a drink?" And she said, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind." I bought her the drink, then Mum disappeared.
And it was a really nice day. Got to meet everyone, Reg and Lou, Molly and Emma, and it was a lovely day.
And our kids were all in the same class, so...
Yeah, mine was Foster's nursery, when all 3 of you guys went to nursery, so that's coming up, it'd be 26 years.
We loved her from the minute she was conceived. We loved her. We kept talking about the little girl that we were going to have.
As the night went on, the group of girls that Mum was with started to get closer to us, and I got the opportunity to bump into Mum and have a nice dance. And we started talking, and one of my first lines to her was, "Do I know you? Have I seen you before? Where are you from?" We exchanged numbers. I thought she may have given me a dodgy number. I left it a few days, very brave, waiting. Shall I ring? Shall I be keen? Shall I lay off? And then I decided to ring, and pleasant surprise, she remembered me, she enjoyed the night, and we carried on talking from there. And basically, that friendship of us first meeting And that warmth and that is inside us. And whether you call that love or whatever you call it, it was there from the beginning. 23 years later, amazing, amazing journey we've had, and I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
I met Mandy obviously because I met Jason. First time I ever met her, we come to the house and Mandy went and set the spare room up for me and Jason. So we stayed the night, and of course me and Jason weren't that sort of far into the relationship, so it was like, oh my God, you know, it's really awkward.
I think she's been by my side at probably like some of the worst times when my mum was very ill, and she was one of the last people to see her alive as well, weirdly, at the same time as me. So we always sort of not laugh, but we sort of remember that.
When no one else would play with me when I was little, she'd always be the first to be like, no, I'll come out with you. And we'd go in Nan's garden and she had like the wooden broomstick and then it snapped. And then
Yeah.
I wanted to name the bee Imodium in it. So she's always come out and played with me. It made me feel like, I still got a mate, even when Molly was too cool to play with me and everything.
You always said she's always the fun auntie.
Yeah, she's always the fun auntie.
Yeah,
Like,
fun
she's always
auntie.
made an effort to play with me and make,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean, all that.
Yeah, no, I remember coming and go, Father Christmas has been, and I came rushing in, and she made it special. She didn't have to because she was older than my older sister, but she didn't. She always made it special for me.
I used to do hundreds of carnations, paper ones, and dress her up when we went away. And she inevitably won. She always looked lovely in them.
She was my maid of honour at my wedding, and she was just there for me, helped me, make sure that everything was okay. Very supportive of the day for me, just helped me with everything.
I've got a really good story because it's a clean one. I can't tell the others.
Yeah.
But a situation happened and we was round Sharon's house. Andrew got a bit pissed. I mean, we all usually got a bit pissed.
It was a barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't know where the kids were they there?
I think they must have been. And all Sharon's knickers come out the window and landed on top of everyone, sitting around the table.
No, they were outside, hanging up outside the front.
Oh, well, Mandy said it was Andrew, and Andrew was so pissed.
And for years, I believed.
And he believed he'd done it. And then another time, got a bit pissed, it all come out. Mandy had done it and blamed it on Andrew.
And that was years later. Later.
My mum had this jar of chia seeds that she used it, and I said to Mandy when she died, I said, I don't eat chia seeds, and she goes, oh, give me the jar, and she's still got this jar, and when she goes to refill it, she always texts me or she phones me, she goes, I was refilling your mum's jar of chia seeds again. So we've got this weird thing about the little jar of chia seeds, and she goes, I keep that all the time, just full of those seeds.
Other memories are silly memories, like when we used to work at the clinic and we were very good friends with the milkman, and he was getting married, so we decided to keep him chatting to one of the other chefs in the kitchen, and we ran out and we filled his van with fresh cream and hundreds and thousands. And then we came in and made them a cup of tea with a raw egg in. So they're the mad things that we used to do together. We was absolutely, couldn't get us apart really.
Favourite memories is when we went on our family holiday to the villa, and we went out for the meal, didn't we? And had a bit too much to drink, got in a bit of a state.
2 cocktails.
Didn't pay for the meal.
No.
I think we got away with paying for the meal.
There's not one particular special memory, but memories of us on holidays, seeing Mum relax, seeing Mum in a good place is special to me. And that's what I strive to do every single year, is to make sure we have that break, because Mum is so helpful to everybody. Mum puts so much effort into being understanding within the family, being understanding with me, being there for everyone, that sometimes she forgets about herself.
My special memory about Mum is, the one that comes to mind is when I had, I think it was my ear operation, come out of the hospital, big bandage on my head, and I remember my mum just brought a bar of Milka, and we just sat outside in like the kind of like the outdoor seating area, and we just kind of sat there, and we kind of just sat there and ate the Milka, and that was something I've always remembered. It just felt like a really nice special moment. I
was her annoying little brother, because when she wanted to go out like with your dad, I would always say, "Can I come along? Can I come along?" And she didn't want me coming along, and I'd just play up and go, "Mum, can I go with her? Can I go with her?" And she, you know, go and take him, you know. And I know I got her the nerves a little bit, but I didn't really bond with her massively because of the age distance. She's always been my sister, but it wasn't until I was older that obviously we got a lot closer, which is really good. And then when my dad died, that was we got really close.
It's too hard to think of one, but I think I would also generalise it that we always go out shopping and we spend the day together. That is something that is so much, loads of times we've done that, so yeah, them times I suppose that we have together, shopping, walking around, having some lunch. I love all of that.
I'd say when we went to Spain and we were at the villa, and us girls went for a drink at the pub, and Sian was hammered, we were all hammered. And I think that was probably my favourite memory with all of us, but also obviously Mandy as well. But it was just such a funny time, probably one of my most cherished memories with all of us.
She was obviously there in the hardest times of my life, when I was in hospital, and when Reggie was in hospital, and when I've been on my own. She's just always been there, always. And the hardest bits, the best bits, the hard bits, everything.
My special memory of Mandy would be, I think, just every Christmas that we've had, and staying the night and playing games that are silly, which I love. Yeah, just having a laugh at Christmas.
Yeah, when we went to Turkey. When we went to Spain, and we always went on the water slides. We all went on the water slides.
I remember her getting her first car for Christmas Day, looking out the window and there's a bit of snow, and she had a little Hillman Imp car. She was like made up because it was her wheels. I remember looking out the window and being really pleased for her. But yeah, I had He-Man toys and stuff like that, and she had her car. But yeah, no. Christmas, important one, is my first memory. But there's so many memories that she's been there for me.
Well, we can tell each other everything.
Yeah.
And we can support each other on everything that's happened in our lives.
Yeah.
And no judgment. We've all got secrets and things that people don't want to know, and we know we can tell them.
Yeah.
And, that's as far as it goes.
And also, when we first met, we were going through similar situations, and I don't think I'd have got through mine without her. We sort of held each other's hand, really, and that was really, I just knew she was there, and vice versa. So that got me through, and we've got each other through many situations, haven't we? Through just life, really.
Parents. On my case, my dad's died, or your grandfather died.
Yeah.
Mandy's dad died.
Yeah.
Same time, 6 months apart, really. So, yeah, we was all going through that together.
And we just know we can ring each other up at any time, day or night, and you'll just be there. So, yeah. Sounds a bit corny, but it's true.
I love the way she has guided her life. To be important and to really work hard. She always dresses beautiful, and she just her and her dad, me and her dad just loved her.
Like the kiss that she does on my ear, it hurts, but it's also funny at the same time.
Something I love about Mandy is she's always made me feel very girly. She's always had my girly side. She's always bought me the nicest presents in it. I've always had the nicest presents.
Huh?
How does she do it?
She goes, like a giant suction in your ear, and then it's like, then my ear rings for like forever. I love it when we have sleepovers and she always makes us pancakes for breakfast. I love her and she's the best nanny in the world.
Things I love about Mum is basically that she's the full package. She's understanding with me, she's understanding with her family, she's helpful, she has friends. Not loads, but friends that she can call close and dear.
You do make us laugh. You are the most funniest woman that we know. Your stories, your personality and the way you do impressions cracks us both up. Can't mention too many things, but all I'm going to say is Doll Man really makes me laugh.
Do you remember when I got my leg stuck in the railings outside the nightclub?
I love how selfless Mandy is. And she would drop everything to support or be there for her family.
I think that that's a really hard question because there's so much. Like, she's funny, she's loving, she's kind, she plans lovely things for us all to get. Like, there's just so many things. But I think I could generalise it as the fact that she's like my best friend as well. So yeah, that's what I love about her. Everything.
People say 2's company, 3's a crowd, but it's never been, it's always sort of been the three of us, and it's never been.
I mean, when all the kids were little, you know, none of us had, which is probably the most skintiest time in everyone's lives when kids come along. And instead of going out, you know, it was one weekend round your house, one weekend round my house,
barbecues,
one weekend round Mandy's house, and we sort of all shared it out, and where all the kids could come along, we could all have a good time, and that's what we did.
We've learnt things from each other as well, haven't we?
Yeah, and by talking things through, you see different perspectives, don't you?
Yeah.
Something I love about her mum, I think, is how caring she is, how she puts everyone else first, to her own detriment, I think. But she's always putting other people first. I think that's something that a lot of people don't do, and it's something that I really love about her, and something I try to do in my own life. I think I get that from her.
I love that she's so supportive, and she's always been fun, I'd say. Like, whenever I was a kid, she's always been the fun auntie, doing stuff, like playing with me and Emma when we were kids, so that's what I'd say.
Yeah, one of the things that I think me and her can get on really well with that other people can't seem to cope with is, if she's on the phone to me when I'm driving, she understands. If all of a sudden I just lose my shit and start swearing like a lunatic, she knows it's not her. She's already laughing because she knows, and she does the same with me. We'll be talking and she'll be like, yeah. Get out of the way, you and then it just goes into this absolute mental thing, and I'm sitting on the other end laughing. I'm like, were they being annoying me? And she's like, yeah. So that's kind of another thing we sort of really have very much in common.
I love Mandy's humour. She's got a very soft, loving heart. She'll do anything for anyone. She's always there for you, no matter how long I haven't spoken to her or seen her. We just connect and we just get on so well. We have such a laugh together, just reminiscing over the past, what we've done, people we've annoyed and things, naughty things that we've done together. Terrible.
Things we love about her is, I love her wicked personality. She's crap at doing impersonations and different voices, but I just love them. And she always says it straight. She doesn't beat around the bush, and I love that. And she's just got such a zest for life. And
I think we all know that at the end of the day, we could phone each other up, no matter what time, no matter what day, and go, there's a problem, and we'd all come running. So, you know, that's it.
Yeah, she does always make me laugh. That's one thing. Even through trials and tribulations, we've always laughed, haven't we? We've got to laugh. But we've cried as well. We've cried, but we've also laughed.
She's there, always there for me. When I say when her dad died, it was hard, and she's always been there. And I try to be there for her as much as best I can, but she's been there a lot more for me than I ever there. But yeah, she's always there. She's always entertained. She always does the right thing, you know, the good things like that. She's I would say the perfect mother. You know, I know she's not my mum, but she's, you know, she literally thinks of everyone first. When I've got a problem, she's always there, and that's the bit that I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change it for the world. So, yeah, definitely the best sister I could expect.
That's impossible.
Look at my phone, say cheese.
Cheese.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Big
Smile
grins,
nicely,
and Millwall
Richie.
have just lost their promotion playoff final. Big smiles.
Happy 60th birthday, Mandy. Welcome to the club.
Happy 60th birthday,
Happy
Mandy.
60th.
Happy 60th birthday, Mandy.
Happy 60th birthday, Auntie Mandy.
Happy 60th birthday, Mum. I can't believe you're 60. That's just not normal, but you're not really.
Happy birthday, Mum. Happy 60th birthday, Mandy.
Happy 60th birthday, Mandy.
Happy 60th birthday, Mandy.
Happy 60th, Mandy. My love, my treasure. Love you.
Happy 60th birthday, Mandy.
Happy 60th birthday, Mum.
Happy 60th birthday, my darling, and I love you all the world and more.
Happy 60th birthday. Happy 60th birthday, Nanny.
Come and say happy birthday. Look, come and say happy birthday. Good girl.